Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Broyans farm. I just got down here to the farm. I was trying to open stuff up in the greenhouse and I get a call from mom. She was down at the burn pile just burning some boxes and some pallets. And I could tell in her voice like she was kind of worried, and she was like, get down here now, bring a rake, a shovel, whatever. The fire's kind of out of hand. So I took off about as fast as I could go from the greenhouse over here to the blue shed, grabbed some rakes, then ran from here, which you can't see, all the way down below Pigwoods over there. By the time I got there, I was basically just dead. It actually wasn't as bad as what I thought it was, or as bad as what I thought she made it sound like on the phone. We got it taken care of. Stayed down there for a little bit till it was under control. And now I'm at the skid loader. I'm gonna get a round bale into the pen for the cows because they are out now. Usually lasts them, I think, about a week, week and a half. We're almost at the time of year again where we're gonna be pouring a pad of concrete in the blue shed here again. I just haven't decided yet whether I wanna pour it here, out that end, or come over here and pour this side. But as you can see, that's gonna be a lot of moving, which I'm kind of excited about because all this stuff we basically never touch at all, and either can be sold or just thrown away. And so I'd love to get it cleaned up, and then this would be a nice place to store our bins of cantaloupe, watermelon, pumpkins, all that kind of stuff throughout the summer and fall. Very satisfying. Underneath this plastic waterproof protection is then just the regular wrap. So again, I'll cut this off. Then I'm just gonna tip it right over the fence and into the cows, who are patiently waiting. This guy is absolutely loving life. I'm afraid of this on the wire. Dad sprayed the high tunnels yesterday. I don't know if you can tell, but everything's got like a brownish tint to it. And it's slowly dying. Sunshine will make it work faster and kill it quicker, but you know, we don't have a sunny day today. So I'm guessing within the next probably 2 or 3 days, this will be flat. I just talked to my buddy who works in the whole construction field, knows a lot more than I do, and we're gonna put a new roof on this thing. It's been leaking for the past couple of years, and well, it's time to get it taken care of. And you can see how some of the boards are falling off. So we're gonna replace everything that's actually bad. We're gonna put a brand new white metal roof on it, and then we're gonna paint it red with white trim, just like that building is down there and a couple of the other buildings around the farm. Pop's here right now working on transplanting. Graham Huffman is coming down the lane right now. You beat her here today.
Yeah. Who lit a fire in your bed? What's that? Who lit a fire in your bed?
It's another one of those days today. 1 minute you have the whole greenhouse cleaned up and the heat on. Sun comes out. Then you gotta open both ends because it gets to be 90. Mom and Dad aren't here. Mom is bottling honey for the farm market, and Dad is at Sam's Club getting supplies for the farm market, like mayo and all the cooking supplies. Just about the first things to get watered every day is the seedlings, especially once they get bigger, because it doesn't take them long to dry out that baby little cell. And if they get too dry, they can easily die. Unlike a bigger pot, you know, it'll take a little bit more, a bigger established plant. But when you have something so tiny and it starts to wilt down, it's basically dead. So we try and make sure these are heavy. Not all the time, but a lot of it. If you guys are wondering how Dad's spraying went from the last video with that new sprayer that he got, it went really well. Went very, very fast. Like I said, it usually takes him about, I'd say, an hour to 2 hours to do these 2 greenhouses. And he did these 2 and then went out to market, besides driving and stuff, in like less than a half hour. So saved a ton of time and a lot less walking around the greenhouse and spraying each individual plant. How this works is it's called a fogger, because basically you walk right through the center of the greenhouse, fogs the entire thing, and then you get out and close the doors and let the fans do all the work, blowing it all around and settling it inside all those plants and underneath them and everything like that. Over here, number 2, Graham's here transplanting. I'm working on filling up my trays for sunflowers. We have the Smiley, Sunbuzz, and Rio Carnival. Graham's working on transplanting King Arthur, which is a bell pepper. So for the sunflowers, I'll just take my pack and I pour them out in my hand. And carefully, I'll just place 1 seed in each cell. And then once the whole thing is filled, what I'll do is I'll go back through with just my finger and I'll just kind of press it down in there, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Actually put 2 in that one. So after I got all 3 trays seeded, I took a light layer of soil, went right back over top and covered them. And now they're ready to grow. Over in number 2, I think Dad's trimming onions. Are they chives? They look like it.
Yeah.
So chives and onions kind of look similar when they're small. These are onions. They just kind of have a thicker stem to them. There's a lot more chives in each cell, and they're obviously not as thick. And once they get so tall, they kind of just lay over, almost like they're wilty, but they're not. And then once he trims them, they'll actually start to get a little bit fatter, kind of like you see these ones here. These ones got trimmed for the 2nd time today. And this is also onions, but they were only trimmed for the 1st time. And so you can see the difference in them. And then the chives are even smaller than that.
Good eating. So Mom wants them shorter. They say 20%. You can't go more than that.
Don't cut off more than 20%?
Yeah.
Here's more of the onions that have to be done yet. And you can see how they're kind of laying out over. But they're not light at all. They're definitely wet enough. So if you've seen me do chives or onions in the 1 packs before, the dill is the same exact way. These are 1201s. There's 12 packs of only singles. Usually everything else we do is in a 1204 or a 1206. And so what I'll do is I'll take and I'll just try and get that dirt to settle in there. That way my seeds have somewhere to sit. And that's pretty good right there. So now I'll take my dill seed and I'll try and just do a nice even layer, not too thick. That's about it right there. I don't know, probably 50 to 75 seeds. So now that that's done, I'll move to the vermiculite. I think I did a pretty good job. And I'll just do a nice even coating over top each cell. That's what I'm calling it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember it ain't much, but it's honest work.